Children, we will learn about soils of India. Soil is the uppermost layer of the earth. It's an important natural resource which forms the basis of agriculture. Without soil, no plant can be grown. All living beings directly or indirectly depend on soil. Soil consists of very small particles of rocks. It's not formed in a day. The soil that we see around us has taken thousands of years to form. Look at the star fact. It says that it takes about 100 to 1000 years to form 1 centimeter of soil. Rains and flowing water break down the rocks into small pebbles. These pebbles are further broken down into small particles and thus soil is formed. Then how is soil formed? Rain and flowing water break down the rocks into small pebbles, and the repeated breaking down of these small pebbles leads to the formation of soil. These small particles are carried to different places by running water and wind. India is blessed with many kinds of soil due to difference in physical features and climate. Let's have a look at these kinds of soil. Number one, alluvial soil. You have read earlier that Himalayan rivers bring with them large quantities of alluvium. This is deposited on the river banks. This alluvial soil is very fertile. In the Deccan Plateau, alluvial soil is found in the deltas formed by the rivers. A large number of important crops such as rice, sugarcane, wheat, pulses, jute, and vegetables grow in this type of soil. We also learn it in chapter 7, Northern Plains, and here also Mahanadi, Kaveri, like rivers, forms the deltas that make the coastal area very fertile. Number 2, black soil. The northwest part of Deccan Plateau has black soil. This soil is formed from the rocks made by lava. It is good for growing sugarcane and cotton. Then black soil is made from the rocks made by lava. Number 3, red soil. The rest of the Deccan Plateau has red soil. The red soil is formed due to weathering of ancient crystalline and metamorphic rocks. The red color is due to iron content. This soil is very good for growing jowar, bajra, pulses and groundnuts. Then why is the red soil red in color? Because due to the presence of iron content. Number 4, mountain soil. In the mountains, the soil is very coarse. Very coarse means very hard or rough. It contains gravel and pieces of stones. This soil is suitable for orchards where fruits are grown. What is orchard? Fruit garden. Number 5, desert soil. The soil in the desert areas of Rajasthan is sandy. It is good for growing crops like wheat, gram, dates, etc. We also learn it in chapter 4, the Great Indian Desert. Number 6, laterite soil. The laterite soil develops in areas with high temperature and heavy rainfall. This is a result of leaching due to heavy rain. Leaching means filtering due to heavy rain. Humus content of the soil is low because it wash out with the heavy water or the flood. Laterite soil are made suitable for cultivation by adding large quantities of manures and fertilizers. The soil is useful for growing tea, coffee, rubber and cashew nut. Manures and fertilizers are added to the soil to make it more fertile. But in some parts of our country, the soil is not looked after properly. Trees are cut and grass is pulled or making the soil fertile. Rainwater and strong winds also carry the soil away. This is called soil erosion. We must take steps to stop soil erosion. Then how can we make the soil fertile? We can add manure and fertilizers to the soil to make it more fertile. And what is the main reason of soil erosion? Trees are cut and grass is pulled out, making the soil infertile. Rainwater and strong wind also carry the soil away. Now, how can we stop the soil erosion? We should control cutting down of trees. We should plant more trees. Trees help to hold the soil together. This is particularly important along the hill slopes that have massive soil erosion. Embankments should be built around fields. Embankments means making bank.